Hey guys, it's Matt, Trend43. In today's video, I have a video for PSL on YouTube. His name is Tom, and he wanted to know about the Lionel Fast Track command control switches. So in today's video, that's what we're going to talk about. Alright, so here's the packaging that the switch comes in, and as you guys can see from the description, you can operate it by throwing the lantern right here, or the point rails, it doesn't really matter, same difference. You can throw it using the remote controller, like we have here, and then you can throw it using the Legacy or TMCC remote. Now, the Switch controller, like you see here, comes with the Switch when you buy it. It comes connected to the Switch, so if you don't want to use it, you undo the 4 wires that are underneath the Switch, and then you can just go ahead and remove it. But that's all entirely up to you. Now, if you decide to use the Switch controller, first off, it comes with numbers that you can put inside the Lionel logo here if you want to do that, so you know what switch you're controlling. And also, if you have multiple controllers, there's a little tab in here, and that tab will align the controllers so they will lock in place. And obviously it's not permanent, you can remove them if you need to, but that's the way it goes. Now, there's a couple nice things about these switches. The first of which is that you can run them off your Legacy TMCC remote without any special wiring. All you do is you hook them up to the rest of your track on your layout, and they will work. Now, another thing that's nice about these is because they're command control, they can take a full 18 volts of power and not break a sweat, which is nice. So you can hook them up to the rest of your track on your layout and not have to worry about any problems. Now, you can wire it to a separate transformer if you want to, but for ease of use, I just wired it to my track, basically just by connecting all the other pieces of track together. It will get the hot and common that it needs, and it will work. So now we'll go ahead and go over to the switch and take a look. Alright, so here's one of my command control switches, and I'll just kind of show you how they work. So like I said, you can throw it several ways. You can use the lantern, or you can use the point rails. It does the same thing. Or you can jump on the Legacy remote, and you can go ahead and adjust switch, and then the aux 1 and aux 2 buttons control it. So aux 1 is straight, aux 2 is diverting. And the way you program this is switches come with an ID of 1. So this switch I left as 1, but I have another one which I'll bring the camera to, and I'll show you how to program it. Alright, so here's my other command control switch, and I'll go ahead and show you how to program them. So what you do is there's a little black button right over here, and you go ahead and press and hold on that for a second. You can see the lantern is blinking, and that is telling you that it's in program mode. So then you go ahead and press a number that you want. In this particular case, I'm going to set this as 2. Then you hit the set button down here. See, the lantern stops blinking, and then it's all programmed. So then you can use the buttons, and it will go ahead and throw the switch. Now, one thing you can do if you want to is you can make your switches a little bit easy to remember by putting a name on here. So you can see on this one I have Industry Front as the name on this, and then if I go to switch 1, it's front pass right for the right switch going into this passing siding here, which is where this train is here. Now eventually command control switch 3 will be front pass left. Now I could program this one, well, when it's a command switch that is, this one and the other one the same ID number, so they're both either straight or both curved. But another thing you can do on here is you can go ahead and create a route. And what a route does is it allows one number to control multiple switches. So I have route 1 selected here. Go info, and then build, and now I can build my route. So I'll have switch 1, and you can use the straight and curved here, or you can use here, it doesn't matter which. So you press 1, the position you want it, you scroll over, you press the other switch you want, and I think you can have 15 switches in a route, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure. And then you program it the way you want it, then you hit set, then you exit, and then you go ahead and hit the fire button. Then there you go, it throws them, and the route is set. Now, you can program both curved, you can program one straight, one curved, however you really want to, it doesn't matter. It's just an easy way to control your switches instead of going into here, switch 2, I want that one curved, or switch 1, I want that one curved or straight or whatever it is. So it's a lot easier. You can just press one button, hit this, and it'll throw them. So that is that. And that's really all there is on these switches. There's not really much else, no sounds or anything, because it's just a piece of track. But it's a really nice switch. I like them a lot, and I definitely will be buying more, because Lionel used to make a remote switch, which was the switch that only had the remote controller feature, and it didn't have the legacy feature in it. But now they're making the remote command switch, which is the legacy feature and the remote control. So if you want to use the remote control, like I said, there's terminals under here that you wire, and the controller will work with the switch, or you can use just the handheld. Like I said, Legacy or Train Master, doesn't matter which. So that's really all I have to say on these. I hope that answered your question, Tom. And if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. Thanks, guys.